Okay, so by now I'm sure we've all seen the Stranger Things finale, and if you haven't, spoilers ahead. You've been warned, nigga. So we all saw how Vecna got slimed by everybody, and I know from what I've been seeing online that we were all thinking, where the hell were the Demogorgons? I didn't even see one Demodog. Vecna was really getting jumped and not one monster came to help him. They just left him there like,
you're all just gonna stand there and watch me get my ass kicked? Nobody had my back?
bro was on his own from the start. And I know the Mind Flayer showed up, but he's on fraud watch because he got handled by the squad way too easily. And that was one of the parts that had me puzzled. We've seen the Demogorgon straight tank bullets, so I'm thinking in this giant form, the Mind Flayer would be virtually indestructible. But we'll come back to that later. But as the squad is approaching Vecna's lair, Will logs into the hive mind. And he sees Vecna finally got the balls to go in that cave, because he's been scared of that shit all season. And just remember this for me, from here on out, Will can see and feel everything Vecna's doing and experiencing. So now we see Holly leading the other kids out of the cave. But after she helps all of them out, Vecna comes around the corner and Holly sneaks him and smacks him twice with what looks like a fireplace poker. But Vecna blocks the third hit. Then as Vecna finally decides to face that traumatic memory, we see that the Mind Flayer essentially lowered him to Dimension X to come find it, which I understand was the big reveal. So I understand why the writers would make sure we saw this. But as far as the characters go, Will had no idea that that was about to be seen. So why didn't he try to help Holly when Vecna was attacking her?
I missed the part where that's my problem.
He commented on Vecna's memory, so he was clearly watching the entire time. Bro saw Holly in danger and was just like,
if you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
But then tries to use Talk No Jutsu on Vecna, talking about some, you were a kid just like me. But Vecna essentially says, no, we are Venom. Alright, that's not what he said, but that was pretty much the vibe. He claimed he was never being controlled by the Mind Flayer and they're one. Then as soon as he says this, the Mind Flayer turns into this giant shit.
What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck? Stop playing! What the fuck is that?
And at this point, I'm trying to figure out how the hell are they gonna beat this thing. Then as soon as it starts chasing them, this man Dustin falls and is about to get boom! Rise! And he has the survival instincts of a potato because he attempts to block it. He's just laying there like, and live! Bro was about to bite the big one. If Lucas didn't come to save him, he would have been a pack. Then they continue running, but as soon as the monster corners them, yep, 11 shows up, and she immediately jumps to the monster, tearing a hole in his chest and snatching Vecna out of its control center. And now Vecna just stands up, ready to catch the fade, and immediately stretches his arm at Elle, but she dodges it. And now we cut back to the squad, and they just baited the Mind Flayer to a cliff so they can attack it. And of course, this is all a plot to hurt Vecna since he's connected to the hive mind. And just a reminder, Will has still been connected this entire time. Why is he not intervening to help Elle? And also, how is he not being hurt by any of this? Mike literally just said a few minutes ago the hive mind works both ways, pretty much reminding the audience. So how is bro taking no damage? Is he in spectator mode? And he's not helping. Besides that Talk No Jutsu shit he tried earlier, bro's just been enjoying the show. But we cut back to Elle fighting for her life, and she dodges Vecna's arm again as they successfully bait the Mind Flayer to the cliff, and they just start pouring it on, shooting it, burning it, everything they can think of, which hurts Vecna. Then Elle begins to impale him, and right as he's about to fight back, Will finally intervenes, just in time, stopping him from hurting Elle, and breaks his arm. And this was happening while they were burning the Mind Flayer and stabbing what I assume is some kind of demo larva. And we just seen Will is still logged into the hive mind, yet is somehow not being hurt by any of this. Even when he was standing feet away while Joyce started beheading Vecna, he wasn't hurt. But I'll give him a pass on that one since his eyes weren't white. I will just go ahead and assume he wasn't logged into the hive mind in that moment. So I'll let that one go for the sake of plot. But to me, for a villain they built up so much during the entirety of season 4, this finale just felt a little bit underwhelming. I was expecting him to be in a fortress guarded by like an army of Demogorgons and for them to have this epic final showdown. But on the other hand, I didn't hate it. It just felt a bit underwhelming. Oh yeah, and 11's dead, I don't believe. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Man, I can't believe this show is over. This has been a crazy ride, and I've definitely thoroughly enjoyed the last few years of watching this shit. I was super excited for season 5, but dreading it at the same time because I knew it would be the end. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. This has been MarblePluto. Peace!
I just found the keys to a city, the beats are big and